Hello viewers. So this is the next video in the interview series of DBMS SQL interview questions. So let's get started. So today we'll see what is MySQL. To understand exactly what is MySQL, we need to understand what is DBMS and RDBMS. DBMS stands for Database Management System. When we have a huge database with us, we would need a proper management system which would help us to organize the database. There are four types of database management system: hierarchical, network, relational, and object-oriented. Out of these database management system, MySQL comes under the category of relational database management system. A relational database refers to the database that stores data in a structured format using rows and columns. This makes it easier to locate and access specific values within the database. It is a relational because the values within each tables are related to each other. The relational structure makes it possible to run queries across multiple tables at once. Now, what is the update command in SQL? The update command comes under the database manipulation language part of SQL and is used to update the existing data in the table. Update employees set last name cohen where employee ID equal to 101. So this is one of the example of update statement. With this update command, I am changing the last name of the employee. How to rename a column name in SQL Server? When it comes to SQL Server, it is not possible to rename the column with the help of alter table command. We have to use special sp rename command to rename it. In case of MySQL, alter can be used. What are the types of SQL queries? We have four types of SQL queries: DDL, DML, DCL, and TCL. DDL stands for data definition language, DML for data manipulation language, DCL data control language, and TCL transaction control language. Write a query to display the number of employees working in each region. If you ask this question, then you can write like select region, and if you need to count the number of employees, so count gender from employees, group by region. What are the nested triggers? Triggers may implement DML by using insert, update, and delete statements. As we know, trigger gets called when some DML statements happen. So these triggers contains DML and 5 other triggers for data modification that are called nested triggers. Write SQL query to fetch employees' names having a salary greater than or equal to 20,000 and less than or equal to 10,000. This is one of the sample query that will be given in the interviews. So you can use write like by using between in the where clause, we can retrieve the employee ID of the employees with salary greater than 20,000 and less than 10,000. Select full name from employee details where employee ID in select employee from employee salary where salary between 5,000 and 10,000 or whatever number it is given. Now, if the question is given a table employees having column employee name and employee ID, what will be the result of the SQL query below? Select employee name and employee order by 2. So order by 2 is valid where there are at least 2 columns used in select statement. Here the query with throws error because only one column is used in the select statement. So order by needs at least 2 columns. What is OLTP? OLTP stands for Online Transaction Processing and is a class of software application capable of supporting transaction-oriented programs. An essential attribute of OLTP system is its ability to maintain concurrency. What is data integrity? Data integrity is the assurance of accuracy and consistency of data over its entire life cycle and is critical aspect to the design, implementation, and use of any system which stores, processes, or retrieves data. It also defines integrity constant to enforce business rules on the data where it is entered into the application or database. What is OLAP? OLAP stands for Online Analytical Processing and is a class of software programs which are characterized by a relatively low frequency of online transactions. Queries are often too complex and involve a bunch of aggregations. What is Cartesian product of a table? The output of cross join is called Cartesian product. And what is a schema in SQL? Our database is comprised of a lot of different entities such as tables, stored procedure, functions, database owners, and so on. To make sense of how all these different entities interact, we would need the help of schema. So you can consider schema to be the logical relationship between all the different entities which are present in the database. So today we learned what is MySQL, what is update query, what are types of different queries we have. I hope this helps you in your interview questions. If you have not watched our previous video, do go and watch the previous video. If you think videos are helpful, do like the video and subscribe to the channel.